Morelli joined longtime commissioners Dave Maple and Thomas Graham.
On the COVID-limited campaign trail, Morelli touted drug treatment and property acquisition as two major priorities. Were promises kept? We're finding out in a News 9 special assignment. The newest of Jefferson County's commissioners, Tony Morelli, entered the job as a new cog in what had become a well-oiled machine of sorts. There'd been no turnover in the county's highest office for years.
What was maybe more difficult than you expected coming in?
Well, I think the budget, and we're working on 2022's budget now. I'm more of an operational type of guy. I like to solve problems. I like to go out in the field.
Among the promises made by Morelli while campaigning, better broadband, dealing with the drug problem, and acquiring, quote, shovel-ready properties.
I just hung up with our director of the Port Authority, Robert Naylor, and that was the conversation that we were having about shovel-ready sites. The industrial park out on 43, and I don't know all the specifics because it was before me, but there's another piece of property, it's 26 acres section, and we weren't able to put it on the market or do anything due to the ODNR. There were some issues there, water, I'm not sure what they were. I just know that we're very close to being able to put that section on the market also.
The goal of those sites, bringing in business.
There's a couple other companies that are looking at our area. They're not huge. They're not 1,000 employees, but they're 100 employees, or one of them. And you know, I say it's like another brick in the wall. The way we're going to grow is these smaller businesses.
Another goal, fighting the drug problem.
One thing that's been occupying a lot of your time is this inpatient treatment center in Wintersville. What are your thoughts on that at the moment? Obviously, there was just a meeting about it not too long ago.
Well, when I campaigned, and even before that, my opinion is we need an inpatient treatment center in Jefferson County. I think, and I still think we do. I don't know if that location is the best location in Jefferson County, but what I want to be clear is I didn't go out, nor any of the commissioners go out and recruit that company.
Now to broadband. It's not an issue unique to Morelli. Lawmakers in the area have been campaigning on better broadband for years. In December, Jefferson County formed a broadband committee. Morelli is the commission's representative.
If you have a business that does want to come into this area, into our town, one of the first things they're going to, and if they have kids or want to have kids, they're going to want to know what kind of internet.
Early data, Morelli says, shows it could cost upwards of $50 million to equip the entire county with fiber. It's a number that pre-COVID would have likely been a non-starter. Now, that may not be the case.
There is a lot of funding coming from the federal treasury, and the state of Ohio has funding just for broadband. They have Broadband Ohio. So to say in normal times, we're talking about a $50 million project, we probably even wouldn't be talking about it. But we're hoping to get a lot of federal and state help.
But before any of that can begin, Morelli says the coverage maps need updated. They found current ones to be inaccurate. One curveball for commissioners, like many elected officials in the country, has been what to do with American Rescue funds. The county is working on finding someone to mediate between commissioners and the federal government on just how to spend that money.
What I said is if everybody's going to get it, and everybody has, then we certainly can find good ways to invest it in Jefferson County. We received over $12 million.
Morelli says his favorite thing about his first year is helping people with the little things. That's stuff that doesn't typically make headlines. If you missed our report at 5, we also spoke with Ohio State Representative Ron Ferguson about his first year. That's on our website, WTOV9.com.
Meteorologist Nathan Shutt, now with you.